Hi everyone, Carol here from Carol's Cricut Crafts. In this quick video, I'll show you how to assemble this Father's Day bench card. As always, information on how to get this project is in the description right under this video. This is the card that we're going to assemble. I wanted to double check too so that I could tell you that it does fit perfectly in a standard 5x7 envelope. It folds flat, as you can see, and you just open it up, pop this down, and you have the bench. Isn't that sweet? Reach in, lift it up, and fold it flat to fit your envelope. I think it's a very, very, very cute. So we're going to assemble one. I did already fold the score lines on this, as it's difficult to show score lines on black in a video. So you have two on each side, one that folds in and one that folds out, and then on the other side in and out again. That's the base of the card. This is the structure to hold your desktop, and it has a score line on each side that you'll use to adhere it in the base. And on the red one, you have one score line across the top. I was thinking, as I was decorating this card, I was thinking that it could be really cute if you used it as maybe a baby dresser or a vanity. If you have a teenager who's just getting into makeup and things, you could do a vanity for her, put a faux mirror in the background. That would be really cute. Maybe I'll do one just for the sake of sharing it. I think it would be really sweet. So we have my vinyl cutouts that I used for the drawer handles and for some nuts and bolts for the top of the bench. I have, these are print and cut. I did the doors and the top for the bench as print and cut. On these I also did print and cut because these were really small holes. So instead of waiting for my maker to cut everything out, I did print and cut, so it only had to cut a square. If you want to cut each hole individually, all you have to do is unflatten it, delete the black background, and save it as a basic, and then it will cut out just the square and it will cut all the holes. So that's for these three pieces. And then I have all the embellishments I put on it, the tag for the back and the tools, a pair of work gloves. There we go. Very easy to do. So we're going to start assembling. I'm using Tombow. Hopefully it's not running too quickly this time. I'll just move this away. So you're going to put adhesive on this fold. It is running quite a bit. I don't know if the large bottles always run like that. And we're just going to put it flat, and you want to put it even with the bottom of the card. I've sized it so that you don't have to guess where to put it. Even with the bottom of the card and up against the score line, and then just fold down flat. And we'll let that adhere. That's one side. Then to do the other side, fold down flat again. It's up against the score line and even with the bottom, and you're just going to put adhesive on the end. It's hard to show on black, but you've probably done this before, so you know what I'm talking about. And then we'll fold this side down. And that's the part that will hold the desktop, or the, desktop, bench top, when you fold it down. So you can see, if you can see, it gives you that shape. So now we have the red part. this red part goes on like this. That's what also keeps the card in shape. So we're just going to add a little adhesive. I'm going to put adhesive on this side. Try to make sure I don't go over what I need. And we'll just line it up on the side and the bottom. That should work fine. And then the same on this side. Try not to go over. Some adhesive on the side and the bottom. We line up. And there's the red part. And then you would just push this up to fold flat. There we go. That's perfect. And we'll start to add our embellishments. This is for one side. My pegboard. That's cute. Add some adhesive. It's really not difficult to do. And of course you can change anything you want to change. As I mentioned, if you want to make the pegboard basic cut, you can go ahead and do that. If you have a different paper that you want to use for the doors and the bench top, you can absolutely do that. Change it however you like. Let's try to get that on straight. That looks good. Isn't that cute? And I did the background on this in black because the card itself is black. So it still gives the illusion that all the little holes are cut out. And we'll put this one on this side. Make sure I get it even with the other side. That looks good. Just turn that over and press it down. Okay, and we'll add the pegboard to the center. And there's no top or bottom on these. It's even all the way around. Okay, so we'll just slide that in. And center it. That looks perfect. That looks very cute. So we have our pegboard on. Okay, I'm going to push that up and add my bench top. This goes on here. And I like to add this before the doors so then I can align the doors with where this bench top is. Simple so far, I hope that you're finding it easy to do. If there's any questions or anything you'd like to see different, please leave me a little note in the comments below the video. There's the bench top that folds down. Isn't that cute? Push it back up. Now we're going to put the doors on. So I want to put the doors even. I put little black handles on the doors. So I want to put them here. So let's get that on. Some adhesive. Ooh, that came out too fast. Okay, we'll line that up and move it down. Try to get it straight. That looks good. Always get adhesive on me when I use this. And the other door, that goes this way. Get that straight. That should be good. Very cute. I think that's sweet. Okay, so I have these little vinyl pieces that I'm going to put on, and I have a little piece of transfer tape that I cut. This is the vinyl that was included in the Joy mystery box, the silver vinyl. I use that. There we go. Should be easy to pick it up. You can absolutely do them in cardstock if you prefer, especially if you have like a glossy silver cardstock. That would be cute too. Okay, let's get that piece. There we go. And I'm just going to put the tools here. And you don't want to press too hard because you don't want to tear your cardstock when you take off the transfer sheet. So there's my tools. Put that aside. These are the drawer handles for the red, to go on the red. Okay, so this is the top. Doesn't really matter, does it? So I want to put it kind of centered. There we go. And roll back my transfer tape. There's that one. Isn't that cute? I liked using the vinyl for these. And let's get this one up. There we go. And we'll try to get it even with this side. I'll do my best. That's pretty good. There. That should do it. So that's good. We'll just put that aside. And we have our drawer handles on. Isn't that sweet? I think it's so cute. And we have our little nuts and bolts on there. We're going to put a drill. You can change all the embellishments as you wish, no problem. If you want to use different tools or whatever. If your dad's a mechanic, you might want to do this as a garage bench. So maybe decorate it with some spare tires and things like that. Let's try to get this centered. There's my Happy Father's Day. Sweet. And we need some embellishments. So I have these little work gloves. Put those on. Here's some work gloves. And we have a saw. So we're just going to put the saw here. These little embellishments I did all as print and cut. I like to use print and cut. I find that it makes the project easier and more time efficient if you're using print and cut instead of having to assemble all these little layers, because not everyone has time to do all that. But you still want to make a really cute card. So print and cut is really handy. Let's do the drill. I'll just put a little bit of adhesive on it. There we go. I'm going to pop this up and put the drill here. There's the drill. Fold it back down. And on this one, I'm going to put the hammer. So I'll just put it here for a second so I can see where I want to put the wrench. And I'm going to put the wrench on around here. That's perfect. So we just need a little adhesive on this, and it's just about done. That's all we have left to do. You could add, if you want to, you could add a plain white panel to the back and write a message on it. Or decorate the back any way you like. There's the wrench. And we'll get the hammer on. And we're done. Isn't that sweet? All done. I think it's terrific. I love it. And of course, it's going to fold flat. You want to push that up. And you can fold it flat to put in an envelope. So sweet. And to stand it, you just push the bench top down. Isn't that fun? So as I mentioned, you could put a panel on the back if you want to write a message or print something, decorate something for the back. That would work for sure. Just always remember to push this up before you fold flat. So that's it. I hope you like this card. I hope you're going to make some. Please post pictures in my Facebook group. If you do, I would love to see how they turn out. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.